Hello everyone. The Limestone District School Board is committed to advancing equity, diversity, and inclusion for all staff and students. We recognize that the lived experiences of our staff and students contribute to the diversity of ideas and perspectives, which in turn enriches our teaching, learning, and working environments. As we strive to have all staff and students see themselves in Limestone, we need to better understand the current composition of our workforce, with the goal of creating a more representative staff at all levels across the organization that mirrors the diversity of the broader communities we serve. You will remember that last year we conducted our first student equity census. Similarly, we will be launching the See Yourself in Limestone Workforce Census and Belonging Survey that will provide a snapshot of our current workforce and workplaces. Just as it is for students, we know that equity, diversity, and inclusion efforts are also important for staff and their workplace. We also acknowledge that despite the protections the Ontario Human Rights Code provides students and staff against discrimination and harassment on 17 grounds, including citizenship, color, sexual orientation, and gender, oppression and discrimination still exist within our systems, structures, policies, practices, and the communities we serve. We know we can do better, and we must do better. As staff of Limestone, each of us has a legal and ethical responsibility to treat everyone with respect and dignity, to uphold and protect Indigenous and human rights, and to actively prevent and address any discrimination and harm. Collectively, we have a moral and legal obligation to provide our students with a safe and respectful environment. Similarly, we must ensure the same is true for all staff, and that is why we want to hear from you. As I have said before, the strength of Limestone is in the value that each and every staff member demonstrates every day in serving students and families and in supporting each other. The data collected from the survey will provide a framework from which to develop strategies to address gaps in employment equity through human resource planning, attraction, recruitment, retention, learning and growth, and advancement within the organization. It will allow us to reflect on the identities of Limestone students alongside the composition of Limestone staff. The Workforce Census and Belonging Survey will inform the development and implementation of strategies aimed at eliminating identified gaps and barriers, increasing employee sense of belonging, and creating a more inclusive workplace where everyone sees themselves in Limestone. Your voice matters in this process and needs to be included. The survey will be available to all employees of Limestone between April 29 and June 10, 2022. The census is voluntary, anonymous, and confidential. I encourage every Limestone employee to participate in this important survey and let your voice be included and heard. I appreciate each of you taking the time to participate in this important work and completing the See Yourself in Limestone Workforce Census and Belonging Survey. Thank you for your continued efforts and dedication to Limestone.